right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk to you about Stronghold Digital Mining. They are a Bitcoin mining company, stock ticker SDIG. Something absolutely bizarre is going on today. I can't find any answers, and I've looked everywhere. So I want to tell you what's going on. I've never really seen this happen before, and we've had a lot of strange things happen with AMC and GameStop. So we've been in a bizarre market for the last couple of years, but this what's happening here today with Stronghold. I have not seen this before. So I want to dig into it a little bit and then give you a little background on Stronghold, because they have a situation going on there that's worth taking a look at as well. Okay, so a lot to go through. Let me first tell you what's going on today. Oh, by the way, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. For some reason, YouTube is taking subscribers away from me right now. So it really would make a big difference if you watch the channel and you're not yet subscribed, or if you're new, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We appreciate it. And if you would smash the like button, also that helps the video out a lot and gets this video out to more people. So, okay, let's talk about Stronghold. So I'm in the middle of the trading day here on July 20th. They're trading at $3.11 right now. They're up 45%, which is obviously a monstrous move. Now, we've seen bigger moves than this. So while this is out of the ordinary, this is not what's bizarre. What's bizarre is the volume of trading today is off the charts. I've never seen anything like it. It's already, the day's not even half over, and they've already traded over 100 times more than their daily trading average. And I'm going to show you that graphically in a minute, because it's absolutely staggering. And like I said, the day's only half over. Okay, so if we take a look, you'll see the average volume of trading is 645,000. So this is a very low volume traded stock. It's a small cap stock, ultra small cap, and it does not trade a lot on a daily basis. Just a few days ago, they had a day where they traded 150,000 shares. Today, halfway through the day, they are at $72 million shares traded. So they stand a very good chance of trading 200 times their average daily volume by the end of the day today. They also stand a chance of having as much shares trade today as the entire history of this stock since they went public 9 months ago. And all of this on no news that I can find. I will tell you, I checked the SEC, I checked their press releases, I checked StockTwits and Reddit and every place that I could think of to see if anybody knew what was going on, and I have not seen or heard one piece of actual information. The company is radio silent. Like I said, they have not filed anything with the SEC. They have not done a press release, so there really is no news. And for me, the strange part about this is I have been prepping a video for Stronghold because, unfortunately for them, while this is a company that I absolutely love what they do, they are on the brink of going out of business, in my opinion, and I want to put together, we'll get to that. So later in the video, I want to show you what's going on there, because I would rank them the #1 most likely Bitcoin miner to go out of business. So again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy the stock or sell the stock or short the stock. This is an unbelievably volatile stock, and today obviously is having an unexplainable day. So please be careful with this stock. But I just want to show you what they do, because what they do is very cool. There's nobody else in the world that does what they're doing. However, unfortunately, they've got themselves into a financial jam that I just don't know how they can get out of. So you'll see they're trading at $3.04 now. That's up 41%. They were trading as high as $3.43. So they've been up as high as 60% on the day today. It's fluctuating greatly. I want to go take a look at the chart. Okay, this is the chart since they began trading. This is the Stronghold chart on the 1-day time frame. They IPO'd back on October 20th. So they've been trading for about 9 months. So for the moment, I'm not looking at the actual price action. What I want to show you is the volume down at the bottom here. This is the daily volume for the rest of the entire time that this stock has traded. So you'll see, if you look at that, I mean, it's getting pretty close to where this one candle today, which is just today's volume, is getting close to adding up to every single candle they've ever had put together since the beginning of trading 9 months ago. The highest volume of trading they ever had was on their opening day, and they traded over 8 million shares. And obviously, they're going to trade 100 or 150 million shares. Now, this is a company that only has a float of 20 million shares. That means every single share of stock is going to trade 5 or 6 or 7 times. So to me, that is a level of volume that does not indicate a short squeeze or a gamma squeeze or any of those things. The volume today is over 100 days worth of volume. So there's no stock that's so shorted that they can't get out of their short positions with 100 days worth of volume and 7 or 8 times the total amount of shares traded just in one day. So I am not sure what is going on here. And this started last night. After hours, this spiked about 30%. So again, that's why I don't feel like it has anything to do with a gamma squeeze or the options, because this started jumping long before the options were even trading today. And prior to today, there were almost no options traded on this at all. The options activity was anemic. It's ballistic today, so somehow this thing has taken on a life of its own today. Yesterday, Stronghold had a nice green day. It was a very up day for the Bitcoin miners yesterday, so Stronghold participated in that, and they had a nice day. Look at the gap from yesterday's close to today's open, and then it's gone up significantly since then. So I would ask everybody, drop in the comments, does anybody have actual news or information on what's going on here? Because this volume of trading is what has me absolutely mystified. And again, the other strange part of this is a company that has made some fairly desperate moves recently to try to avoid going out of business. So for their stock to have a massive surge in the middle of that is unusual. I just want to show you a few things that this company is doing and why I was so concerned about them. And again, this isn't financial advice. I'm not saying they're going out of business. I'm just saying when you look at this information, you'll see there is reason to be concerned. So just quickly, I want to start on their balance sheet. This is their balance sheet from March 31st, 2021. That's the most recent information. That was last quarter. So if you look at their current assets, they have $50 million of current assets. If you look at their current liabilities, they have $124 million of current liabilities. That is not a good ratio. Most of these Bitcoin miners have much higher current assets than current liabilities. Some of them have 15 or 20 to 1 ratios. This is totally upside down. So that's the first thing. They had a cash flow situation going on to begin with. You know, this is a $75 million shortfall from current assets to current liabilities. In addition to that, one of the things that has put them so far behind the 8 ball is there's $69 million that they gave to a company called Minerva. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's correct. So some of these machines came. They were not up to specification, but at least they did get a small percentage of these machines. So they've put some of them in property, plant, and equipment to the tune of $15 million. On the machines that they did receive, they wrote down an impairment of $12 million because they were nowhere near the specifications that they were promised. But the big problem is the vast majority of these machines they have not yet received, and it would seem that it's highly likely that they will never receive another machine from this company. All of these machines were due to be delivered in 2021. It is now July of 2022. They've gone through extension after extension, and now this company is basically non-responsive. So that's about $42 million that sits on their balance sheet that's probably going away. So obviously a company that's already upside down, this is devastating to them. Okay, so I want to go to their financial statements, and in the financial statements, they have subsequent events. This is note 32. So in all the financial statements, the final note is subsequent events, just to let you know, has anything materially changed since these financial statements were issued? So there's 2 things in here that are highly significant. The first one is on May 15th. So remember, these are the March 31st financial statements. On May 15th, the company entered into a note and warrant purchase agreement by and among the company and the purchasers in the amount of $33,750,000. Aggregate principal amount 10% secured convertible promissory notes. This is an unsecured convertible promissory note, so eventually this will be stock dilution potentially, and it's carrying 10% interest. So that's not a disaster, but it's not great either. But they raised $33 million. Obviously, we saw on the balance sheet, they desperately needed that. But there's another thing that shows even the higher level of desperation. Further on in the subsequent events, they talk about this miner sales agreement. On May 13th, 2022 and May 15th, the company entered into multiple miner sales agreements with multiple buyers. The company has previously disclosed its efforts to optimize its Bitcoin mining fleet and recently sold 2,600 miners, approximately 332 petahash, for $16.9 million. So they are now selling the machines that they have. 332 petahash is a significant amount of their petahash. I think that's somewhere along the lines of 20% of their operations. So they had to sell that for cash, I would presume, to stay afloat based on looking at their balance sheet. I don't know why a growing Bitcoin miner at this stage would be selling this many of their machines. While the company expects to recognize a loss of $7 million on these miners during the second quarter, the sales are justified by the company's priorities of liquidity and improved returns over growth. So this is the magic word right here, liquidity. They are selling machines to get money. So this definitely helps, but you can see this is a company struggling desperately just to stay liquid. So it just seems like a very odd time for their stock to explode. These guys only have a float of 18 million shares. So on 18 million share float and 20 million shares issued, they've traded 74 million shares today. So I just wanted to get this video out. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe somebody can drop in the comments. I'm hoping somebody knows what's going on, or is this just one of those things? I really don't have an explanation for this. So the last thing I'll leave you with is, even after a 40 or 50% move to the upside, this stock is still down over 90% from when it IPO'd just 9 months ago. So this is an unbelievably volatile stock. Obviously, they have priced in a lot of the liquidity fears. So today, for whatever reason, they're getting a massive bounce. We'll see where the day ends. I'd love for somebody to figure out what's going on, or maybe give your thoughts as to why you think this is happening. So that's all I got. I just wanted to bring you that update on Strongholds. Again, that's stock ticker SDIG. They are a Bitcoin mining company. If you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.